HEYITSMENESSER! Simba,
What's the story?
we're here in your humble abode.
What are you telling me?
Jungle Beam Studio. It's actually unreal. Big ups to you.
Thank
I
you
can't
very
wait. Can I have one of those pictures like that? I don't want one of
You
those.
want your picture? No, you can't because these pictures they're like pictures from the old place that we took in the old booth, and so I just decided to frame like 10 of them.
Can you frame one there? Like a big one for me.
Probably not.
Why?
That's cashmere. Like you don't put anything.
Anyway, we'll figure out where my frame is going. But anyway, hey, it's me, Nasser. Welcome back to another episode. This week, I have the one and only Mixed by Simba with me. I am today doing another music interview, so it's been a while, but you don't know yet because it's not out yet, and you probably don't watch my things anyway. But so I ended last episodes talking about the music scene in Ireland. Okay. So I haven't really touched on it in a while. I kind of was like an avid fan of the music scene, but I feel like it's kind of died down quite quickly. I don't know. Basically, I was thinking kind of COVID kind of ruined the momentum for a lot of like artists. And then there was a period over lockdown where it was straight over saturation of music, and I felt that it wasn't going anywhere. But then also the UK scene had a lot of oversaturation, so it was like anyone who dropped in Ireland was always automatically put onto a UK playlist. So it's like everything is over. Do you know what I mean? And then now it's a case of I just feel like I don't feel like there's nothing there, but it's like the hype around the music isn't there anymore, or it's just your favorite artist.
Yeah,
you know
I see what you're saying, but as you said, at the point during COVID, there was like an oversaturation of music. So I think a lot of artists sat back and saw that as well. So a lot of people are just holding onto music.
Why they do it at the same time? I don't understand. It's stressing me out.
Because I don't know, artists are weird. They're weird individuals.
They love hoarding music.
Yeah, because like they want to put out the best.
Okay, but like you need to understand, as a listener, I'm a crackhead. If you give me good stuff, you have to keep giving me like. So I mean,
taste every time.
I'm so bad at that. Like, and I'm just like, I feel like once I like an artist, I just want
more and more from them.
Just all the time. And sometimes I want the same thing all the time. So it's like, it's really bad when artists will bring something more abstract or try experiment. And I'm like, what is this?
You're crazy.
I'm like, what is this?
You're the type of fan that was I don't want you as my fan.
I like, give me the old stuff. And then after a while, do you get me? And then after a while, just like, all the shit sounds the same. But basically, you can't please.
You can't please everybody.
You can't please anyone at all. But yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on real quick. But quick intro. Introduce yourself. Actually, no, don't introduce yourself. You're gonna do an elevator speech instead.
Oh, screaming.
So, because everyone does the intro better than the elevator speech. I don't know why people start crying for the elevator speech. But you walk into an elevator. Do you know what an elevator speech is?
I've heard about it. I think I've done it once, but I can't remember.
Okay. So basically, it's usually used in like a business setting. You have about 20 seconds to sell a product, or in this case, or yourself. So in this case, you're selling yourself. Okay, selling your soul. You walk into an elevator, somebody in there is about to change your life. What are the best aspects of yourself? Like, are you introducing to them? Because once they leave this elevator, you're done out. Like, you're either change your life or you're going back to, I was gonna say simple Simba, but you have a good life, innit?
Okay, that's weird. That's okay, yeah. So, alright, cool. Yeah, so my name is Mixed by Simba. I run a recording studio, Jungle Beam Studio in Dublin, and I work with like basically all the artists in the country, and yeah, we're just trying to push the boundaries. And as she said, we're trying not to oversaturate the scene, but give it what we need.
That's actually the best one, because everyone started shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Did you feel nervous?
Not really, no.
Okay, what if I'm the one that's gonna change your life? Why didn't you feel nervous?
Because like, what's Vinny was gonna do for me?
Exactly. See, you're a correct person. Like, everybody else is like, hi, my name is I'm 20. Like, shut up, like, and then
no one cares about you.
And then people are like asking me, like, Deji asked me bare questions. My friend last week just like froze. But yeah, well done. I like that. Basically, okay. So you're saying that you've basically worked with all the artists in Ireland.
Majority of the artists on the urban scene, yes.
That's pretty amazing, I think, because even you're on like every like work that you've done is on every literal like Irish Spotify playlist. Like, how do you deal with that amount of work all the time? Because obviously it's great to have, but does it become overwhelming? Like, how do you balance different genres as well? Like, I know most of it is urban, but it's different sounds, right?
That's a very good question. I guess for me it's just become like that's my day to day. That's what I do every day. Like today I recorded like someone doing rap in the morning, then I add gospel, and I've got drill later on, then I've got the other guy coming in. I think he's doing Afrobeat. So it's like I just because I listen to a lot of music as well, all type of genre. So anytime I'm mixing whatever genre, I just try to get into that mind frame. Like Afrobeat, I know okay, it needs to have a good vibe. It needs to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, no one cares about it.
Yeah.
With drill, it needs to have energy.
Yeah.
If the energy is lacking, it might be the best mix in engineering sense, but
right now it also has to be realistic.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of energy in drill, but it's not realistic. Like, unfortunately, what do I want to say? So basically, right, there's people coming out from certain parts of Ireland, and it's not the life they're living.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's nice and all, and I feel like drill itself should, I feel at some stage, come away from the streets and the road and stuff like that, and just be a genre about music itself. But it's the same thing with like hip hop and that, like it's related to the streets, it's related to a certain grind. So it's like, even if you're talking about something and it's good, it's like, I don't want to hear that on a drill beat. Do you know what I mean?
You don't want to hear what's...
I want to hear crud. I want to hear straight grease.
Because drilling.
But that's what I'm saying, but it has to be realistic. Do you get me? Like, if you're from, like, fucking Donegal or something, like, come here now.
You never know. These farmers they're getting into it.
Stop calling people firemen.
Well, if you're not from...
Because I'm not from Dublin, and you guys call me a fireman. It's sad. It makes me sad.
Or maybe Cork. Yeah, I'll be nice to Cork.
What about Waterford?
Waterford is, like, that's Farmer City. That's Farmer Central.
That's mean.
I'm not sorry for saying it. I'm not sorry. That's my truth.
Right. Other than, like, quality of your work and your tagline, is there anything that makes your mixes stand out? Because, you know, like, sometimes you listen to, for example, let's say Metro Boomin or, like, 40, or when Dave produces something, like, you know that there's kind of something about them. Yeah. But, like, do you think that is there something that you sprinkle in there?
Yes, I like to say yes. There is. I try to highlight, like, maybe what someone wouldn't have highlighted in the track, but I would say this as engineers, like, you don't necessarily have to have a sound, and this is because, like, you're mixing different songs, different kind of songs. If you're always trying to put your sound on the track, you might lose track of what the song is actually about, because you're trying to my kicks are always out, and make the kick out of this song. It's an R&B track. Or it's a ballad. You don't need the kick to be out. So, like, I'm always just trying to do what's best for the song, and I think what sets me apart from everybody else is just I always try to go for quality.
I think that's why I said except from quality, because it's like I've never heard a song with your tagline on it, except from the ones that you remove your taglines on, but we'll talk about those. And I like, even if I can't tell that you made it, the fact that it's a good mix, like that's a telling point. But it's not. There's nothing about the song that'll shout out Simba. Do you know what I mean? So I like, I'm not the artist. The artist is the star. I'm just there. Is that the difference between an engineer and a producer, though? Yeah,
I think now, because with a producer, like, you're there from the start. Like, you're setting the landscape, and I say, like, producers are very valuable. Without them, like, what am I mixing? I'm mixing vocals. There's no beat to mix. So, like, the beat maker, whoever made the beat, they set the landscape for us, and so, like, that's why, like, it's easier to recognize like a kick spiral beat, because you know that, okay, most of the time he's done some religious sampling, or he has some weird Egyptian or Asian stuff going in the beat, so it's easy to recognize his stuff.
But do you feel like in, like, the time of music we're living in, producers are becoming more relevant than some producers are becoming more relevant than, because I feel like depending on the type of artist you are, I would say maybe a 70-30 for an urban scene anyway. No one's really listening to the lyrics a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
Even in rap, people, I'm like, that's crazy, but hey, it is what it is. And I do get what you mean, but that's why we have the super producers now. Like, they're basically artists. Like, you recognize anything they do. Like, a lot of time, like, you listen to the song because they produce it. So it's like, I think producers, they've over the past few years they've gone a lot of like people have been giving them the flowers because it's like
they deserve
they
it
matter.
because especially for drill, producers carry those songs. Because I'm sorry, certain people should not like the lyrics that I be hearing, and like half the time you're not even. It's only when you slow down to actually deep the song, you're just like, what the hell is this? Like, and half the time anyone can be saying anything on that beat, and it's unreal.
But as long as the beat is banging, there's energy on the track, you're bouncing.
Exactly, especially in a genre like drill.
You're knocking your head straight up.
But like, a lot of people over lockdown thrived, and I feel like you are definitely someone who used your time over lockdown. Like, for example, we're literally sitting in one. Congratulations once again. I'm very gassed to be here. I'm gonna sign my name everywhere in Sharpie. That cashmere, you'll see me. But what was I gonna say? Like, but it didn't start here, obviously. Like, you look comfy, like you look like you're settled, but I'm sure it wasn't always like this. Like, we'll start with where you started with regards to mixing, because I know your music journey is a lot longer than that. But with regards to mixing, when you decided that that's what the path that you wanted to go down primarily, I know you had a studio in Tala, or was that a home studio? Like, talk us through that.
I just said it's long. Cause okay, how would I start this?
Yeah, you pick.
I don't want to tell my life story, but quickly. I started rapping, and there was not that there was no studios. There were studios, but it cost too much.
Yeah.
I was 15, I couldn't afford it, so I just started doing stuff by myself in the house, and then I got a rap group. I was the one that was always doing the engineering, but I'll go do my verses and stuff. But then,
do you want to like link that Spotify page on?
Nope.
Okay, no problem.
Because that was like. I wasn't even called Simba or my name. I was called another name. We don't need to talk about.
It's okay.
But so I was 15. There was no studios. There were studios, but I just couldn't afford them. So I just did that. I left the band. Then I released mixtapes and albums at Studio Shop. And I think after the second album, I just saw, because I was like, okay, I've already done the tour of Ireland and everything. I was like,
tour? 1 second, hold up. You did a tour of Ireland?
Yeah.
Like rapping?
Yeah.
Mad. Are you gonna link that description?
You don't really need to. I mean, you can have this and have.
I'm screaming. Yeah, go on.
But so they already did that. So I was like, I'm not really enjoying rapping anymore. And it was about the time that rapping was changing. It was going into the. I was like, that's
Migos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I just said, okay, I'm gonna focus more on the engineering, because that was always the end goal. To be honest, I always wanted to have building with his own studio and everything. So I just started focusing more on that, and I guess it helped, because it helped that while I was rapping, I was also recording. I was still recording people, mixing people, and there wasn't much studios at the time. And I just saw that. I was just like, okay, I just need to get into this.
Helped you to build a skill, and you saw kind of a market for it as well.
Yeah. I was okay. I have the skill. I can tighten up on it, and the market is there. Let's get it done.
And then when you first wanted to do it like actual professionally, then was that where you first had a studio, your first Jungle Beam, or was it Jungle Beam at the time?
No, it wasn't Jungle Beam. It was called Riverview Studios.
It was like Riverview Apartments or something?
No, it was. It was in a place in Condokin, and I just rented out a small room, probably the size of that booth.
Mad.
And I was just in there. I'll be in there. Like, I had a couch as well, so I didn't go home. I'll work and sleep on the couch.
Mad.
Wake up.
Kanye things.
Sleep on the couch. I did that for probably 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that for 2-3 years, and then it was Riverview Studios for a long time. Then I moved to another place, a bigger place. I was making some money, but I was still sleeping in the studio.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the picture of Central C, and he was in the studio and he had a blow up bed.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Mad.
He was doing stuff like that, and then it got to a point like 2016. I was like, yeah, I want to quit.
You want to quit?
Yeah.
Mixing? Mad,
Yeah.
why?
I was gonna quit music because there wasn't because we had there was loads of artists. Everybody was doing their thing. That 2011 to like 2015 was doing their thing, but then there was a
plateaued.
There was a scene that everybody was getting to, so it was like it wasn't going anywhere. So I was like, yeah, let me just rethink everything. And I stopped for like 5 months. Well, I still had everything. I still had my hard drive.
Yeah,
I still had
equipment.
my keys. I still had my equipment. So did I wasn't really gonna stop.
Yeah.
I was just like,
well, hardly. They cost a lot of money. You're not just gonna chuck them out like.
Yeah, I could have sold them. I did sell
true.
them. So yeah, I did that. Then it's a long story. I'm missing out big information, but I'll just get to Jungle Beam then. 2017, me and Ghost linked up. Because Ghost Frankie, he used to record with me. Then he texted me. I was like, yo, you used to have a studio. I was like, nah, I'm just at home. I'm just chilling. Like, I was like, you know what? I'll give you some stuff. Let's get stuff going. I was like, alright, no problem.
And then people just kind of gravitated towards it as well, because like you said, there was a gap in the market. So
Yeah,
it was
there was
kind
a
of
big gap in the
so
market.
it's kind of like it was just handy for you, wasn't it? like,
yeah, it was handy. It was good timing. It was. And just perseverance, just resilient, being resilient with it, because there was times where like
you don't see that though, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. Like, I mean, I don't know you for that long, but from following your journey, like looking at interviews from like stuff that you've done with Slight Motif, the way everyone talks about you and stuff like that, like you wouldn't think that there was ever a point where you felt like you didn't want to do it.
Bro, that was.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, people who know you closer would understand that a bit more. But I feel like everyone's journey, when people have things that they're grinding for, everyone goes through that regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
But I think it's credit to you that the outside don't see that.
Yeah,
true. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Because it's like, I'm not into music, but I don't want to give my music to somebody that wants to quit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think like fairs to you for pushing through that, because I mean, it's easier to sit here today and see all of these things and not take those into, because anyone could be like, oh, I want to be the next Simba and stuff, but if they don't know that there are times that you
you have to.
Do you know what I mean?
It's you have to work. Oh my god, you have to. You have to enjoy doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like when I started, I saw someone say, "Oh, until you've put in 10,000 hours into your craft, you can't call yourself a professional or something." I was like,
an expert or something like that.
Yeah, and then I heard an engineer said, "Oh, your first 10 years engineering, you're not really doing shit. You're not a pro." I was like, "Wow, okay, yeah." So there's a lot of work involved in being an engineer. For sure, because obviously there's also different personalities.
Yeah. How do you balance that? Like,
I'm just cool.
I was gonna say, like, you don't see. First of all, you are not a problematic person, so I'm guessing that helps you.
Yeah.
But like, how do you deal with people coming into you and just acting a maggot? Like, because there's always like, obviously there's stereotypes about like rappers and stuff like that. A lot of them live up to it. But like, how do you deal with balancing that? Because you're going from a various amount of people every day. Like, are you an extrovert? Like, does it ever drain you having to see people all the time, or is it you just enjoy it? It's amazing.
I like it because during COVID, that's what got me through.
Yeah, true.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I was doing sessions in my house during COVID.
Yeah.
So like that got me through because I was speaking to people. So it's like, and like it's part of the job. Like and also like doing all this struggle over the years, trying to learn this, and I did customer service jobs. So like when it comes to relating with people, with customers, I kind of have it down. I was late at all the jobs.
That's good. And I feel like having like a basis for respect as well, and like, because you don't want anyone to come here and take you for Egypt. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably early on in my career, like people tried to do that, but I guess like
they know what they're paying for.
Yeah, they know what they're paying for. People kind of respect me now at this stage. So it's like people don't take the piss anymore.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't get that anymore.
We love to see that. And like, I mean, we don't talk about it enough, but yes, it is kind of a career that you're in, but this is also a black business as well. So it's cool to see a lot of like, I feel like black capitalism literally just grew a lot. And we can talk about whether or not that's good for our community. But because I feel like that's how people think that we're gonna combat racism. But anyway, it's nice to see black people getting their own, and but like, yes, you do a lot in the urban scene, but I've seen you do some songs like outside of that. Like, are you wanting to kind of branch out of the urban scene, or are you okay focusing? Like, do you still have a lot going on in the urban scene as it is?
I definitely want to branch out of the urban scene. I think it'd be stupid of me to try just limit myself to the urban scene. Because at the end of the day, I love music in its purest form, so like I can't just stick to the urban scene. Yeah, I do stuff outside of the urban scene. And yeah, there'll be more stuff outside of the urban scene.
Coming through.
Because like for me, it's like I see the biggest studios as competitions. I see
of course.
That's
the
like,
goal.
I don't want to say it's not a chip on my shoulder, but I applied for jobs in all those places during the rocky moments in my career. So and getting word back. So I see them as the competition. Okay, yeah, we need to be hand in hand. Like, okay, your studio is there, my studio is there. Wow.
I mean, there's no point striving to be something less than you. So,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Aside from the music stuff, you are part of Oh Man Podcast,
Yes.
which is one of probably the most long-lasting podcasts in Ireland at this point in time. Once again, congratulations. Big ups my guys at Oh Man. Like, I'm not gonna go too deep into like where that kind of started, but I feel like you guys are kind of like finding your feet again and trying to, like, obviously you went through having like a lot of a lot of characters, a lot of people, a lot of things to say in such a short period of time. But it's almost like you guys, as you're maturing, you're trying to like funnel down. And talking to OPZ as well, as you're funneling down and maturing, also trying to give back to the community and stuff like that. Like, how have you found trying to like balance that, or is it just something that just came naturally for you?
Yeah, I think I won't say it came naturally. I think because of all the other stuff I've put myself in the past, so I was with multitasking. I'm quite good with that already. So that kind of helped me with it as well. I just set apart different times in a week to just get it done. Yeah, I think we are rebranding. We're doing a few different things, trying to dip in this, dip in that, and yeah, I think it is exciting times. Podcast, one podcast.
Yeah, but like you are even like branching out more than podcasts, because you had that FIFA night, and then okay, first of all, this Signal events, yeah, like it just, can you do more stuff that like girls can be involved in, because I feel left out.
You guys don't like playing FIFA?
I like playing FIFA. I like watching people play FIFA.
So what, you like us to talk, so you guys come and talk?
I don't know what you can do, but
we'll do some outdoor stuff.
I would like to be invited. I'll
speak to PZ about doing some outdoor
I was gonna come to the FIFA thing, but I was busy and I don't like playing FIFA. But yeah, I wanted to watch, and I wanted to
enjoy the vibes.
I don't know, for some reason, yeah, men getting mad at each other playing football and stuff like that is really attractive to me. Like,
that's funny. They're watching it, you're like, yeah, shout out him, Jerome.
I have to see who. Okay, first of all, you came to the Signal event. What team did you pick? Are you going for the best team? Are you choosing the PSG in 2021? First of all, ick.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
Ick. Why are you doing that? You don't believe in your sauce?
Why not choose that?
PSG in 2021.
Yeah, Messi, Neymar,
if you lose your mug. If you
win, you're like, yeah.
Okay, so ick. So if you come and you use like a Brentford and that, you go beat the man down. I'm like, wow, this guy is, resourceful.
Brentford?
Are you kidding? I'm joking. But last thing I was gonna say, so obviously you touched on it a little bit, but the last thing is like, what's next for you? So like I said, you look very comfy here, but from talking to you, like small amount of conversations, this is not where you're done. No, like where, I know you said like other studios and that is the goal, but how does that look tangibly?
Yeah, I guess the growth of the studio, I realized a few years ago, it's hand in hand with the growth of the scene. And so obviously my dream was always to, you see this kind of building, have this studio in there, but also like the other forums in the building that are also like little studios where people can work, and then franchising. Having a drum room studio in Cork, a drum room studio in the UK.
Waterford?
You guys don't have. Actually, there is
a studio there. I was gonna say.
I was gonna say the artist, your man.
Pat Lagoon?
No.
Oh, Young Shakur.
He's from Waterford.
Young Shakur, Pat Lagoon, Jay Ton, this other guy, Barrett, Obi. These guys are kids as well.
Is he from Waterford?
Who?
Sam
Toby, yeah, he is from Waterford. How did I forget Sam? But yeah, he lives in England now though. But yeah, sorry. Finish your dreams. I'm here gassed about Waterford.
Yeah, so franchising, also going to teaching, to doing different kind of seminars, workshops, all that kind of stuff. Just keep expanding. Also doing like a freestyle platform.
Ooh, can I come?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Hit me in the ears and then we'll work out the dates and everything.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so just want to keep doing that, and also do a few things outside of music as well, just to give back as much as I can.
That's good. That's amazing. Well, once again, It's HEYITSMENESSER. I'm very gassed to be in the presence of the one and only, mixed by Simba.
Please.
Quickly, okay. I was really upset when I found out that your name was Simba, and I found that it was inspired by the Lion King Simba. For some reason, I have this major syndrome called main character syndrome. So I forget that other people can like things and be inspired by things the same way. So I was just like, I love Lion King. I love Simba. I'm calling my kids after Nala and Kovu and them man there.
Kovu?
Yeah.
You're gonna name your son Scar as well, aren't you?
I can't. No. Okay, I'm not. I can't call my kid Simba. I can't call him I can't call him the bait names.
Why
get
not?
me? Because it's bait. Like
Simba Junior.
that sounds like we're having kids. No, that's your child. like the second I heard that you had your name Simba, I've already. There's no chance ever.
You don't want to name your child after me.
Why? Is it your child?
Name your child after
Why?
me.
Nah, man. Name your child after you.
Maybe.
You should. I would hope that you would.
Maybe I just might.
But yeah, no. Do you have anything to plug? I know you guys have. When is your next Signal event?
We have an event. I'm bad. We have an event this month. Yeah, she's right.
27th or 21st? 21st.
Something.
It's the 21st.
21st, 23rd, or the 27th.
It's Saturday the 21st.
She's got it right again. Upper Saturday. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, so we're doing that, and you can. It's for Call of Duty. I'm not a big Call of Duty player myself. It's not my kind of thing. But maybe she likes Call of Duty.
I don't like Call of
All
Duty.
you gamers that like it, I think it's called 3-on-3 or 3 something. Anyways,
I'm screaming.
I'm saying it.
Basically, what I will do is I will find the send me the promo. I'll pop it in there. This will be out before then, and there you go. Like and subscribe. But yeah, once again, thanks for having me. Your place is lovely, and yeah, best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming through. And
no problem.
Thanks for having me as well.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow Nesser Pod for all podcast related information, and you can continue to follow HEYITSMENESSER obviously because I'm trying to get the bag. But yeah, thank you. Bye.